So, what if you could build custom AI powered applications that clients would happily pay thousands of dollars for, all without writing a single line of code? Well, stick around, because we're going to break down exactly how that's not just possible, it's what people just like you are doing right now.
Just look at that number for a second. $10,000. Now, this isn't some crazy annual salary or a 5-year goal. This is the kind of value you could be charging for just one custom app.
And this is the whole point. We are not talking about some elite skill that's only for super experienced software developers. This opportunity is for you. You'd be using these incredible visual tools, platforms where you build software by just dragging and dropping things, kind of like digital Legos, to create something seriously valuable from scratch.
Okay, so let's dive into section 1 and talk about just how big this opportunity really is. And trust me, it's probably way, way bigger than you're thinking. The scale here is, well, it's pretty mind-blowing. You're not just learning a cool new skill, you're jumping into a market that's projected to grow by 5 times in just the next few years. This isn't some little trend. It's a massive shift in how software and technology are actually built.
So, what's causing this huge explosion? It's actually pretty simple. Tons of small businesses are desperate to use AI, but they just can't afford the crazy costs of traditional developers. That's where you come in. You can be the solution, offering them these powerful apps for a fraction of the cost, and tapping into a demand that's growing by a wild 400% every single year.
All right, market data is one thing, but let's make this real. I want to show you some actual people who are out there earning serious income with this exact skill, like right now. So, meet Marcus. He's a marketing manager, and just to be super clear, he had absolutely zero coding background. And yet, in his second month, he landed a project for $2,500. This is what the entry point looks like. It's real, it's totally achievable, and it just proves how fast you can start earning. Now let's look at how this can grow. This is Sarah. She decided to specialize and focus on e-commerce. Now she's building apps that bring in over 3 times what Marcus made on his very first project. And that's the key right there. When you specialize, you solve bigger, more valuable problems, and that means you get to charge way higher prices. Simple as that. And here's the top end of the spectrum. Lisa took this one skill and built a whole agency around it, doing these huge, complex projects for big companies. This is the ultimate proof of how scalable this is. What can start as a little side project can literally become a full-blown business, all sitting on that no-code foundation.
Okay, so you've seen the potential, you've seen the proof. Now for the most important part. How do you actually do this? Let's walk through the action plan.
The whole process really just breaks down into 3 simple phases. First, you learn the tools. Second, you set up a system to find clients. And third, you actually build the projects. That's it. We're keeping it super clear and actionable.
Now, in that first phase, the platform you choose is absolutely crucial. And while there are a few options out there, the market is pretty clear. Bubble.io is the one you want to master. Why? Well, it's the most powerful. It has the best AI integrations, which really just means it's super easy to connect it to powerful AI models like GPT. And most importantly, it's what clients are asking for the most.
And get this, you can get up to speed so fast. Forget about some 6-month bootcamp. In just 1 month, you can go from knowing nothing to building an app that's ready for your portfolio. Each week just builds on the last. You start with the basics, then you start integrating that powerful AI, and by the end, you have a finished project that proves you can deliver. So once you have the skills, the next big question everybody asks is the same: what on earth should I charge? Let's break down the money side of things. What I love about this is that it shows such a clear path for growth. Right out of the gate, you can confidently aim for that $2,000 to $4,000 range. But look how quickly that can change. In just 6 months, as you build up your experience and your portfolio, it is totally realistic to be charging double or even triple that for each project. But listen, here's the real secret to taking your income to the next level. The smartest developers, they don't just build an app and then disappear. By offering services like maintenance or hosting, you build a stable, predictable income stream every single month. This is the strategy that turns this from a freelance gig into a real, sustainable business.
Okay, you've got the skills, you know what to charge. There's just one piece missing from this puzzle. Where do you actually go to find these clients? Let's solve that right now.
Here's the strategy. You start where it's easiest to get wins. Hop on Upwork to land those first couple of projects and just build up some credibility.
You can let a Fiverr profile work in the background, bringing in passive leads. And then, as you get more experienced, you start using LinkedIn to connect with those high-end premium clients who are going to pay top dollar for your solutions.
This right here, this is gold. This isn't just a sentence. It's your entire sales pitch packed into one powerful statement. In one breath, you're telling the client exactly what you do, how fast you do it, and why it's a huge financial win for them. It's so confident, it's clear, and it is incredibly hard for a potential client to ignore. And really, that brings us to this final thought. Everything we've talked about today points to one simple fact. If you actually follow that 4-week plan, your first paying client, that $2,500 project, just like Marcus had, is realistically just 1 month away. The opportunity is right there, waiting. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?